So today in this video, I want to talk about what I hate and what I love about Saudi Arabia. Start with what I love, then I will go to those things I hate or those things that I do not like or the challenging things that I've faced. Okay, one of the things I love about here is security. You know, security is anything that anybody can enjoy. You know, it's not even all about the money, because if you have money and if you have good house, if you have a lot of things, if you do not have security, I don't think you can be comfortable. You can imagine 2 a.m. in the night, we are out here and everywhere is still bustling. Cars are still passing and you can still see people around. So security is top notch. So in terms of security, I will give them 9 over 10. So because if you're walking along the road in the night, you don't have that fear of encountering people that will harm you or that will take your things by force. All right. The next thing that I love so much is the tax-free salary. The salary here is tax-free and it's something I love so much. Let's say your salary is 10,000 Riyal. You will get, at the end of the month, you will get the exact amount, 10,000 Riyal, from your employer. You're not deducting anything in form of tax. However, government have a fixed tax on anything you buy. So let's say you bought something of 100 Riyal, there is a 15% tax on that thing, on that commodity, on that goods. So there is 15% VAT, value added tax, on any commodity you are buying within the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So this is the only way they tax you. So if you decide not to buy anything, your salary remains 100% yours. So this is another thing I love so much here. I want to be as frank as possible and as truthful as possible. So the third one is the community. There's a kind of community living. People just know you. And even if you don't know them, they know you. They will always want to help you if they sense that you are in any form of distress. Everybody just knows everybody and they are willing to help you if they discover you are not having a good time. So that life is actually one of the things I love about here. I love their hospitality. Another thing I love so much is the standard of living. Things are expensive, quite all right, but this is one of the places that if you are buying something, you are sure that you are getting quality. When you spend your money, you are sure of getting quality. It's not where you buy something, somebody will just swindle you of your money. But you still have to be careful, because we have such people that can penetrate the system and, you know, swindle people. But when you go to regular shops, regular places, you are sure of getting value for your money. So this is one of the things I love so much about this place. One of the things I love again, although I'm not a nightlife somebody, but I just love this their nightlife stuff. In the night, you are free to come out. You are not scared of witches and wizards, and you are just out there. You see people. It just feels normal. So it's not like our place that if you are not afraid of witches and wizards, you are still afraid of bad people. Yeah, if you are not afraid of bad people, you are afraid of bad animals. So most of those things is not something you witness here. Okay, so although it's not like it's 100% safe, like I said, I will give them 9 over 10. So the 1%, you still have to be careful about where you go and what you do. Okay, I think let's go to the bad side. One of the bad side, or one of the things I do not love about this place, is weather. The weather can be too hot. It can go as high as 45 to 50 degrees. And it makes day life not really enjoyable. So throughout the day, we are indoors. We're always indoors. If you have anything that will bring you out during the daytime, you will cry, except you have car, and your car must be fully air conditioned. So the air conditioner must be working so well for you to be able to even enjoy staying in that car. The hot weather is not something you can bear. And this hot weather, it starts ranging from or it starts going up from March. Then it peaks at June, July. Then from August, September, it starts dropping, and down to December, it will drop to its lowest point. December, January, it drops to its lowest point. And this is how it goes. Next thing I think I do not like about here is, I think it is so quiet. I love quiet life, and also, but this type of quietness is overshadowing sometimes. There is sometimes you just want to walk around and see people playing, see people running, see people interacting. Although I think my own situation is because I don't have communities that I can easily interact with, and this will make me to also go to my next point or my next challenge. I think this one is not what I hate. I think is a challenge to me, language barrier, and this is one of the things that is making me not to actually fully integrate and enjoy my life fully. The language has been so difficult for me to learn, and not just because it is difficult, but I think my own was because I could not, in my office, in my workplace, I don't have a lot of people within my workplace that I can easily speak Arabic with and interact so much. So it makes it difficult for me to learn, and the little I learn, I find it difficult to practice it because I don't have people that I practice day to day with. You can see somebody that does not know Arabic and the person works in a barber's shop. So because of the surrounding, because of the kind of work, that person will learn Arabic within 3 months. But you that works inside as a doctor or as an optometrist, if you find it difficult to speak fully or friendly, even after a year, 2 years, so it makes it difficult. All right, let's go to the next point. My next challenge is the transportation system. If you're not living in the big cities, you might not be able to easily get public transport system. So it requires you to own your own car, or you have to, anytime you want to travel to places that are far or beyond your city or your town, you have to wait by the roadside, start stopping people to enter their car, and then you have to pay them. So there is no proper public transport system, and it affects people. Someone like me that stays in a remote part, because my city is not that big. It's not that big city, so it affects us so much. Before you can move from one place to the other, you have to depend on road users. The public transport system is not yet stable, but I hope in the future the government will do something about it. So it's one of the things that I do not really like. Anytime I want to travel, you will start making arrangements on how to move. So it will force you to actually buy your own car. But it's not everybody that wants to invest in cars, because I can buy a car, but I used to think, buying a car, what else will I do with that car? I work 7/7. Then where am I going with that car, except when I want to travel? And if I want to travel, the distance is not something I would like to drive myself. So car is a necessity, but now I've not really seen the necessity of having a car. So that's the thing. I wish they have a proper public transport system. It will make life more easy. This is one thing I do not really like. The next one is food. Yes, yeah, food. I don't know if it's special to me, but you can't easily access the local market. I wish I can access the local market, because I believe one can see so many foods in the local market, and fruits also. I love eating fruits and I love eating local food, but most times we just depend on the supermarkets or the malls. Imagine when you want to buy potato, you have to wait till the mall gets it. When you want to buy mango, you have to wait for packaged one. So most times I love buying the raw potatoes that still have sand on it, I want to buy those raw mangoes that still have leaves on it. So I don't really enjoy that. I know they have local markets, but it's not readily accessible except you have someone that can lead you to those places. And sometimes it depends on the city where you are, because some of these farmers, they rather move to big cities that have those local markets than inner cities. Okay, so this is one of my big challenge and something that I do not love. I wish you can easily get to local markets and buy the things you want to eat, and you don't have to depend on packaged ones always. And so this is it. What next? I think another thing I do not like is the water. The water is a hard water, and I think it has large quantity of salt. When you use soap, when you buy soap that can take 2 weeks to finish, we take like 7 days to finish, because this water demands you to apply much soap, and or if you want to use detergent, it makes you to use large quantity of detergent for it to foam. If you use small detergent, it will not foam at all. The water is so hard, and when you boil this water, at the end of the day, it leaves white particles under your pot because of the salt. So after the water has evaporated, you will now have that white salt on the bottom of your pot. So that is it. So I think this is another thing I do not really enjoy, hard water. So it makes us, we do not depend on the tap water. We can use it to cook, but if you want to drink, you do not drink that one. You have to buy water to drink and use that one to wash. But washing with that water can be so hard. Thank God for washing machine. So it helps us a lot. I would stop here because there are a lot of other things, but I think I will stop here. So on a general note, I love this place. There is a lot of positive things. Security scores the highest for me, and they have it. So, and I think where there is security and safety, every other thing fall in. So this is one of the things I can guarantee here, and it makes everything perfect for me. So this is it. Of white solvent. No, it leaves white solute.
No.
Or white part on the on the EK of your on the bottom of your pot. So